Well, hello everyone and welcome. This is Beverly Vaughn. I welcome you to how to host your own teleseminar and webinar system, how to enlarge your reach, enlarge your business funnel as an entrepreneur, and make good money doing what you love. We are all here specifically and uniquely by design to do something that we were made for. And as all of you know, through my live events and through my coaching, I am passionate about helping you figure out what that is, and then really helping those of you who are experts in making a difference, helping you to get your message, your voice out there to the masses. And that is really what we are doing here on this call. So I'm honored that, as in my industry language, you opted in for this call over the last few weeks. Many people are going to be joining me for my ongoing telesystems that I'm going to be doing about really how to do a whole teleseries launch. And I'll make sure that you know a little bit more about that before we finish up this call. So again, this is Beverly Vaughn. If you are joining us now, and I welcome you to how to host your own teleseminar, telesummit, telegathering, teletraining, or webinar. And I welcome you to my coaching campus. Perhaps you were referred by one of my amazing affiliate partners. So I want to take a minute to let you know that in the last 24 months, I have used the exact formula that I'm going to teach you today to have many monetized launches. That's not to say that that's what you will do, but I'm going to teach you the formula. In fact, one of those launches I did week before last to launch my product, the Proverbs 31 Entrepreneur, the Virtuous Woman Business Pattern, and brought in $4,900 in 1 hour with strategy session bookings. A strategy session with me is $700 and 7 booked strategy sessions during that call. So I'm going to show you exactly how to craft a call that is one of the key elements and parts of the kickoff to having various types of launches to be successful. This is the very first time that I'm launching my telesystem as a program. It has come out of the gate fabulously because you are here. I've been sharing this program with clients for a while now and decided to share it publicly to help many more of you. So, some of you may know me by the queen of making things easy to understand, or the title I utilize in my business of Wake Up Artist, the latter being my real passion. When people come to find out about something from you or from me, just like you're here on this call, my passion is to take interested prospects and turn them into invested clients on the spot. I'm really interested in having a 100% conversion. And when I say that, I mean 100% of exactly the right people moving forward. And so what I love is really to be able to structure my programs, my preview calls, and to teach you how to do the same so that people have what they need to make a decision on the spot. And honestly, whether the decision is yes or no is not critical to me. That's not what I'm tied to. It's just, I really don't want people leaving my calls or your calls or meetings with us in indecision. I think that's one of the greatest disservices that we can do to our prospects or to our clients, is to let them leave thinking about it. One thing that I really want to make sure that you are clear on is I do not like people leaving unsure about anything, because it's just another added thing to be unsure of about in their lives. So I want to show you how to give people what they need to be able to say yes and move forward, or to clearly choose no and move forward, because I think either one will really set the trajectory of their life in a particular direction. And so that's really my goal for you today, is both to teach you how to do that and also to inspire you to do that for yourself. So relax, get your notepad out, and be completely present with me for the next, we'll say about 75 minutes, and learn what I have to teach you. And also really at the end of the call, be clear on whether there's any further work for us to do or not. And I think a real powerful yes or no is where I want to end up. Once you make a decision, then your life takes off again. It's just as powerful to choose no or yes. The point is to choose. One of the things that you may know about me or not know about me is that literally just 4 years ago, I really got serious about my business when I retired from AT&T. I retired from a 33-year job at AT&T, and I realized I was not called to retirement, but I was called to reinvention. I was running my own business at the level of about $15,000 a month in sales. And that was only through one-on-one coaching and some teleseminars and a few products that I had developed. Speaking specifically on live stages and hosting my own events and hosting my own teleseminars with the exact formula I'm going to show you today. During the 18 months after I started my business, I quantum leaped from $15,000 a month to about to 5 figures per client. And now here we are at the beginning of 2019, and I can tell you with a surety that I am on track to do 6 figures this year and possibly more. So I really want to inspire you to listen up, because I'm not teaching you anything that isn't exactly what I use. I'm teaching you exactly what I did and what I do, and I think one of the reasons that I got so great at doing teleseminars is because I had the initiative to just make it happen. So I learned how to get this program across right here from my home, where I am today, in my sweatpants and my slippers. And fortunately, there's a formula to do it, and you can do it too. It's a very step-by-step formula, and I've been able to teach this formula to my clients now, and I'm going to teach it to you. So I'm really excited to share this with you. I hope you can hear the excitement in my voice. I'm really excited to share this with you, and I will tell you the formula that I'm going to teach you, and having these predictable, successful launches and preview calls using teleseminars. It was not always this predictable. I will tell you that in the past, the way that I did it before I hired my mentor, before I hired a coach who taught it to me, and some of you may be doing this right now, I would find mentors, I would find people that I could mirror and would watch what they did. I would watch what they launched, how they launched it, and I would save every email, and I would save their web pages, and I would save their opt-in pages, and try to model that. And I got a little success. I got success doing that, but it was a window shopping success. It was like pressing your nose up against the window of the building and just looking in and seeing what you could imitate. And I did it before I actually hired someone to help me. I just would watch, but I was trying to figure out as much as I could from the outside, as much as I could with what worked from the outside in a way. But then I hired a coach, I hired a mentor, and actually had the opportunity to kind of go behind the curtain with the whiz. I got to see what were the strings that were being pulled. I got to see what was the plan. And it was so awesome to see that while I learned so much from kind of saving emails and free calls and listening to them and looking from the outside, that, oh my God, there was so much you can't see. And it was the things I couldn't see that started to triple my results from what I was getting at that time. If something can triple your results, and I can pay a couple of $100 or a couple of $1,000 to learn how to do it, I'm there. So that's really what I wanted to package up for you today. I want to show you how to do your own preview call, and then I'm also going to show you how you really can take the strategies that I teach you on what it takes to do way more than just what your preview call can accomplish alone. So I want to teach you, there's a lot that I want to teach you. So again, I want you to stay in this moment. I'm going to cram a lot of information in this time that we have here together. And you're really going to have to take notes and pay attention to what I'm saying to you. So that's what I'm up to. And I want you to know that we've got every kind of entrepreneur, solopreneur, small business owner, ministry leader, and people who have not started anything yet on this call with us attending tonight. So if you're tired of being the best kept secret in your field or your industry and being under the radar, you're definitely in the right place. You just want to settle in and be here, be in the moment. If you're someone that's just looking to get your message out bigger, we're going to do that also tonight. If you're just kind of wanting to leverage yourself, you've gone as far as you can one-on-one, or as far as you can in what you are doing, and now you're looking for a model where you can make good money, where you can provide great content and serve more than one person at a time, this is definitely the vehicle for that. And I mean, if you just love what you do, but you kind of cringe at the sales part, you're going to love that everything I'm teaching you really is built on a foundation of not being sleazy salesy. And I think a lot of you are here because you're kind of tired of watching through the window. You're tired of watching from the outside, and you want to, go behind the stage. You want to back pass. To see behind the curtain. So that's really what I'm up to. Also, I do get a lot of questions all the time. And I mean questions like, will this work for me if I'm a healer or an author, or I'm a ministry leader or a coach, or I'm a mentor? Will this work for me if I'm just a small business owner? I'm going to teach you what we call the hard offer. And an example of that is, you give me $100 and I'll show you how to make 1,000. But I'm also going to teach you the soft way of presenting your offer. So what I will teach you works if you're an organizer or a podiatrist or a health or fitness coach, if you are an attorney, if you are a ministry leader, if you are a faith leader, if you're a small store owner, if you are a teacher. What I'm going to teach you works in any field, any service professionals, any type of field, any industry. Okay, so we're moving. We're going to roll pretty fast here because I don't want to take up a whole lot of time. What I'm going to be covering today is I want to first of all show you really the number one thing that you need to focus on to get big results on your preview calls. And really, you'll see the most experienced speakers, the most experienced business leaders don't even know this, don't even do this. Then we're going to jump right into designing a profitable preview call. And what you're going to love about this is it's filled with content. So people are going to get so much value, and itself is going to present so much value to who you are trying to reach. And what you're going to love also as well is this is going to negate the concern that a lot of us have about, if I give away the store, then who's going to buy from me? So I'll show you how to structure it so that you can give and also gain. I want to show you how you can give, like you can really just pour it out there, but you can also gain. Then I'll show you how to triple beyond the preview call. And this is really the stuff that when I go behind the scenes, when I went, I should say behind the scenes, really blew my mind about how all of this really works. And somewhere in there, I want you to start really settling in and feeling comfortable and knowing that this is something that you can do, is something that you should do if you want to change things, if you want to be successful, if you want to really build, if you want big things, then this is what is going to work for you. So it's going to be filled with a whole lot of stuff, and we're moving. Let me keep going. I want to show you what I have coming up in a couple of weeks for those of you that kind of want to hold my hand and work through crafting your entire teleseminar launch together. And then before we finish up, I'll show you about structuring your offer for your preview call, because it's actually very different than the way you do it from the stage or in some other format. And there's just some tiny little nuances that if you don't make the transition, make the switch, it can cost you a lot. It can cost you a lot of sales as an entrepreneur. One of the keys to having a successful launch is to fill it up with people to listen to you. Otherwise, it doesn't matter how good your preview call is, your teleseminar call is, if nobody's hearing it. I promise you, I'm giving you all I can in the time we have, and you will leave here being able to go directly and straight into action with everything you need to craft an amazing preview call. And I know there's some of you that are going to want to take it further. You're going to want templates for the marketing. You're going to want templates and examples and really the system for marketing all the parts. So I will show you, if you want to take it further with me, how you can. And that's really my promise. That's my promise to you, that you can get everything you need and you know how to take it further. So I want to deal with mindset, as I always have to lay a foundation and start with mindset. I always like to start there because, again, I think that sometimes we jump into the tactics and the strategies too fast. And if we're not paying attention to where we're coming from in your mindset, then all of the strategies and the tactics fall flat. They don't work. They just are just sitting there on the plane waiting for something to come and scoop them up. So there's a couple of things I want to share with you about your mindset going into your preview call, into your teleseminar preview call. But wait a minute. Let's back up for a second. Let me back up for a second. If you're brand new, I should probably say that the preview call, I believe it's a core piece of having what we call a teleseminar launch. And a launch means basically there's something you want to bring to market. There's something you want to bring to market. Maybe it's your ministry that you want to bring to a larger audience of people that you want to enlarge. Maybe it's a book that you've written. Maybe it's a workshop, a seminar that you're doing. Maybe it's a 5-part teleseries, so you don't have to, if it's a 5-part teleseries, you don't have to have any products. You don't have to have any services. You just have to have an idea, like the idea that I have to a process to help people retrain their brain that I can teach in 5 calls. I have a process for helping you to understand impact, influence, purpose, and I do that in 3 calls. I really believe that I can, and you should also, that you can train, teach, do whatever you do in a short frame of time using the teleseminar frame, the teleseminar formula. So you would have a 5-part teleseminar and you'd want people to pay to be on it. In order to do that, you need some way to get people onto that and to do a preview call, a free call, just like the one that you're on right now, to sort of launch. And there's a bunch of marketing to fill up that call. And then there's a bunch of marketing that needs to happen after that call. And it's very simple and pretty much free to do with the internet. You just have to understand you have to kind of have the templates of what to send out, when to send it out, what to say. And then my style is to have it all, to feel great and authentic and not like you are being salesy, like you are selling something. So the preview call, if you hear me use that term, it's the call that's really like the booster for the whole thing. It's the booster for everything that you're doing. It's the booster. It's the training to get something delivered to your ideal client, to your target market. The other thing you'll be able to use your preview call for is if you're a guest on somebody else's teleseminar series, or maybe you're a speaker on somebody else's list, on somebody else's program, somebody else's event. This is going to give you a format for being able to go on there and give a value, content rich call, and also make an offer that sells at the end. So that's just my backup. That's just a little backup that I wanted to tell you about. So mindset. Where you want to be coming from, I call good mindset. And you probably want to write this down, because you want to come from, this is going to be a teaching point. You want to come from, we are in this together. You want to come from a mindset of partnership from the start. And I really believe that we are in this together from the start. That is really the most critical mindset shift that I think you can make. I would say don't even bother with the strategies that I'm teaching you unless you are willing to come from here. And that is, we're in this together, partnership from the start. It's really that you're coming from a place of service. You're not coming from that old mindset sales model where we're going to get them on the phone and we're going to overcome objections and, we're going to break through and we're going to, no, partnership from the start. If it's really authentic, authentic, if it's real, it says that you are there to serve. You want to help. You're offering a service. And I mean, that's why we're here tonight. I'm serving you. I'm offering a service to you. I'm offering help to you. And honestly, I feel like a pebble in the pond today that and there are going to be some ripples that come out from this, that getting you out there with your preview calls and what you do, your teleseminar launches, is going to have a massive effect on our world, on our kingdom, because you guys are amazing. You are people who have gifts. You are talented. You have abilities. You have skills, and others need to know what you do. So partnership, we're in this together, is coming from that place of mindset. It's coming from service rather than sales. And it's really coming from that. If I was your partner, if I was your friend, which it's like, I'm somebody who cares about you, and I am. I'm somebody who is concerned about you, and I would tell you what's going to get you going right away. I would give you knowledge and information that's going to move you further, that's going to move you faster, and that's going to spare you the mistakes that I made when I got started. And I want to get you committed to your life. I want to get you committed to doing this and doing it successfully, so that you take action every time and that you get results every time. Now, the other thing as far as mindset that I want you to write down is something I call committed but not attached. You're committed that you give people everything they need to make a decision today. So they understand the offer that you are making, that they've had, they really have not just tasted, but have literally experienced you, your work, and that you've made a difference for them. And then that's what you're committed to. But what you're not attached to is which decision they make. So whether it's a yes or a no is fine. I know if you take advantage of my full teleseminar system program today, when I'm giving you bonuses and special offers and all kinds of amazing incentives, that's going to be awesome. But I also know that if you decide to think about it and come back in a week, it's totally worth it at full price. So I'm not attached that you take advantage of what I offer you today. I am attached to you getting this full training and getting an understanding of how to host your teleseminar, how to get started, but I'm not attached to whether you go further with me today. So if you say no, that's fine. If you say yes, wonderful, but I'm not attached to your response. So I'm not attached that you take advantage of my offer. It's fine. If you want, a lot of people want to take time to think about it, and they're willing to forfeit bonuses and special pricing to do that. But if you want that to be what people do for you, and you don't want to be attached to somebody saying yes or no, because you don't want your emotions tied to that. I just want you to make a decision. So the only thing that I'm attached to is that you make a decision, because I tell you, I remember this analogy that my mentor taught me a couple of years back. And if you were at a dance, if you are a woman and you're at a dance and a man asks you to dance and you say yes, then boom, there's a whole world that opens up. You're dancing. But if you say no, there's still a whole world that opens up. He can move on and go to the next one. You're freed up. There's no confusion. But if you say maybe, let me think about it, it's like everybody's world stops. The guy doesn't know what to do. He's standing there. Should he come back? Should he stick around? Should he talk to you? It's like Does your maybe really mean no, but you're just not willing to say it? That's usually the case. So people are just really programmed not to make decisions. And I really believe that if you're one thing that you get off this call today, the big mindset shift is that it is a disservice. It's really a disservice not to give interested prospects what they need to make a decision and to let them go think about it, to encourage them to even think about it. Some of you think you're serving them by doing that, but it's really a disservice to have somebody in this busy, crazy, every day I got a full day of doing all kinds of stuff, world, to have more to do, more on their to-do list. Let me go check the website and, let me see if this is really for me. Let me see. I don't have the money. I don't have the time. You should know all your prospects have that going on. It's convenient, but I don't know if I really should be doing this. Okay, I'm moving because I really want you to get that. I really want you to understand that when you make a presentation like this, when you do your preview, when you set up to host this type of call, make sure that you are filling it with content so that people can taste what it is that you are offering. They can really get a good sense, a good taste of you so that they can be decisive. They can make a decision right now, today. Now, let me take a sip of my water here for just a quick moment. All right. Now, coming from the foundation of we're in this together and partnership from the start as the mindset, I want to now move into the number one thing, the most important thing, the most critical thing that I believe this call is really all about tonight, that I really want to teach you, I really want to share with you. The number one thing that you need to focus on coming from that mindset to get big results again and again. For the entrepreneur, is big sales results, but whatever your market, its results as in the outcome that you desire. If you are in ministry, you make presentations like what I'm getting ready to train you in every day, all the time, when there is a prospect that is before you. This is dealing with outcomes and whether people attach to you or not. This one thing might surprise you because most people, most experienced speakers, most experienced entrepreneurs, most leaders don't even know this. And so you will get out there after today's call and you will listen to other teleseminar classes. You will listen and look at web pages and sales pages and ministry pages, and you will hear speakers that you respect, and you will hear that they don't even know this part. And I'm going to ask you to write this down. It's a little equation here. I want you to write this down on your paper so I can kind of walk you through it and what it is. And this is about your offer. Now, for all of my clients that are on the line with us right now, this is the core of what I teach in my coaching program. This is the foundation. I don't care if you are new, if you are established, if you are emerging, if you are existing and established. Everyone starts here because people don't get this and don't know this. And this is a crucial part of success, especially in business, especially when you are a leader, when you are starting or building anything. This is the core of what I teach in my coaching program. So you want to write this down. Offer equals outcome plus delivery. Offer equals outcome plus service delivery. Offer equals outcome plus service delivery. What I mean is that your offer, your presentation, what you are presenting, whatever your offer is, your preview call, your teleseminar opening call, your preview call, your telesummit preview call, your teletraining preview call, your ministry preview call, or even eventually offers that you're going to make, that your offer is a combination of the outcome or the transformation that you provide. So what is the transformation that you provide that someone will get as a result of engaging your service, your business, your ministry? So that's the outcome. You could also write down the word transformation instead of outcome. I really like that word better. Transformation plus service delivery. So your offer equals transformation plus service delivery. Service delivery is basically how you deliver the outcome or the transformation. So maybe you deliver it through a 5-part teleseries. Maybe you're going to deliver it through a 3-day course, a live workshop, a seminar on a Saturday. Maybe you're going to deliver it through one-on-one coaching or mentoring. Maybe you're going to deliver it through an info product. But however you deliver that transformation, however you deliver the transformation, that is the service delivery. So when you make an offer, it's really a combination of the transformation that you're going to receive plus the way that you're going to receive it. And this is critical. This is crucial. This is key. This is the differentiator. This is the difference maker between you and you being one in a million or one of a million. This is the difference right here. So when you make an offer, it's really a combination of transformation and delivery. I want you to, over the word transformation or outcome, whichever you prefer, I want you to write 90%. And over the word service delivery, I want you to write 10%. And those percentages are representing the amount of focus, energy, module, words coming out of your mouth that you are going to use when you are on your preview call. Now, you can map this onto a live stage when you are speaking, onto your web page, onto your website, onto your web copy. But today I'm speaking to the module of the teleseminar. So what I'm saying is that when you're speaking, when you're making a presentation, you want 90% of your energy, 90% of your focus, and the words coming out of your mouth to be talking about the outcome, the results, the transformation that a person is going to receive as a result of participating with you, and 10% of your focus to be on how they're going to get it, the service delivery, and what's going to blow your mind. And you might even be looking at your own business. And a lot of people right at this point are thinking, oh my God, oh my God, I can't believe this. This is really amazing. I cannot believe this, because many of you don't do this. This is what's missing. So I'm doing this course, and it's a 5-part teleseries, and it's 90 minutes, and there's an online forum, and you're going to get a product shipped to you, and it's going to be 24 CDs, and each of us, each one will have 90 minutes, and that equals 4,278 minutes, and it's a great education. And I'm also going to give you a 132-page ebook, front and back, black and white. And see, this is all service delivery, and that's what you see. My program, it's all about me. I am Dr. Such and Such, and for 30 years I did this, that, and the other, and my program is going to help you to be free in life. And how I do it is I get 90-second, 90-minute overviews on this. And see, it's all service delivery. And people do not, remember this if you don't remember anything else, people do not buy the plane, they buy the destination. When people are traveling to the Cayman Islands, to the Grand Caymans, they are not buying the plane that they're traveling on. They are purchasing the destination. The plane will take them there, and they do have to get on the plane, but that's not what's drawing them to the vacation. What's drawing them is the result, the end result, where they're going to end up. And you have to think about that when you are making a presentation, when you are making your offer. Okay, so now we have, we are on this foundation mindset. We've got partnership. From the start, we're in this together. We've covered committed but not attached. We've looked at offer really being a combination of the outcome or transformation that you provide plus the way that you provide or your service delivery, and that's the focus. Now, we want to get into all of that and the foundation. How do we structure a content rich call that sells? I'm using the structure myself. I'm going to teach you right now. So you're going to kind of have two-headed insight with me as we go through the rest of this call, because I'm going to be teaching it and modeling it at the same time and pointing it out. So you have kind of two things going on. So I really want you to listen with sort of two brains, the one that's learning it and the one that's kind of watching it, how it is happening. So this is what I call the positioning to profit portion of your preview call, and you're going to definitely want to take notes here. If you do end up moving forward with me into my upcoming teleseries, which I will tell you about shortly, there are handouts, worksheets, templates, the whole thing that I give you for the full teletraining, teleseries that I do. So let's go through positioning to profit portion of your preview call. So positioning for profit, positioning to profit. Again, this is the structure for how to host your own telesystem. It starts with your free preview call, which is what we're on right now. So the first positioning point, it's a formula. It's positioning. Now, under positioning, there are some things to position, about 5 things that you position. The first thing that you're going to position is yourself. You position you position yourself. So what you want to do to position yourself, and you want to do this early in the call. When you position yourself, you're introducing yourself, and you want 2 things to happen when you're in a place like that. So you position your vulnerability. Now, let me say this to you. The one thing that I want you to know about vulnerability is you don't have to have this deep-rooted hard luck story for people to relate to you. You don't have to have been living in a box or your car for 2 years, or by the river, and all you had was $2 to your name, and you had 12 kids to take care of and a wife. Certainly there are a lot of people that do have those stories, and if they were really a part of your story, a piece of your story, and you had to develop your business and it can relate, then by all means you can tell that story. But I'm just telling you that you don't have to have a hard luck story like that to show vulnerability. The next thing under positioning, number 2, is to position your topic. And this is just very brief. It might just be what you are calling, what you've named your call. Is simply just, it can just be the title of what you have called your preview call. So I know when I came on, I said, welcome to how to host your own telesystem call. And I really emphasize how to enlarge your reach, enlarge your business funnel, and as an entrepreneur, make good money doing what you love. I'm grabbing your attention right there. That's what you're here for. We all want to do that. We want to make money. We want to enlarge. So really the question you're answering there is what's possible for them working with you. And you start out your call in that way. This is how you start it out. Number 3, position your audience, position the people you're talking to. So this is where you want to show the people that you are listening, or who are listening to you, that they are in the right place, I'm starting to get tongue tied. I'm doing a lot of talking. I probably need a sip of water again right now, but I just want to keep going because I told you about 75 minutes and I want to cram all this in. I don't want to keep you a long time, but I want to get this portion in with you. So this is where you grab their attention. You let them know that they're in the right place. And even if you don't have a product yet, all you have is an idea. This is for you if you are tired of being the best kept secret in your field. I grab your attention there. I'm positioning you as my audience. So you just want a list of like 3 to 5 things that fill in a sentence. This is for you if it's if you're tired of being under the radar. This is strategy. It's not a trick. You're not tricking them. This is strategy. It's a communication strategy. It's tapping into the pain that I know we share. So when I say this is for you, if you're tired of being under the radar, you're tired of being the best kept secret, it's a pain that I tap into that was also one of my pains. At my beginning, this was one of my pain points. And many of you, when I said that, you thought to yourself, yep, I totally know I'm in the right place and you are speaking my language. This is exactly what I have felt and I know what you're talking about. What I'm teaching, I'm not just telling you from the sidelines what to do. I'm doing it. I'm modeling it for you. So I feel like you want to use those kinds of words that really show people that you understand them, that you identify, that you've been there, that they are in the right place. Now, the next positioning that you want to do is position your talk. Position what you're going to talk about. So under positioning, position your talk. And this is where you want to give a sort of really using 90% the outcome driven language of what you're going to cover. And then you're talking about what you're going to what they're going to get out of the conversation on the call. You're talking about what you're going to cover, and you want to have 3 or 4 points right here of what you're going to cover. There's more to positioning that I cover in the full teleseries training, but I promise to give you what I could in this time frame that we've had together. I can, in our 75 minutes together, I promised before we finish that I would show you how to take it further. For those of you that want to, and you want to some version of that in your positioning when you position your call as well, because this creates partnership. This is like where you wow. This is really, you wow them. You let them know I'm being an upfront person. I told you I'm going to give you a lot of information. I'm going to get you started. I'm going to get your mind, the wheels turning in how you can host your own preview call. But I'm going to also tell you how you can go further. So I'm being upfront with you from the start. So I'm not pretending that I'm not going to make an offer to you. And that's what people appreciate, that you're honest with them, that you don't start training and teaching and then flip to sales mode. You see that often, and that is not going to cause you to have a successful preview call. And then the other reason is that it really does give you space. It sets you up and carves out space for you to just promote and talk about what you have coming up. I mean, why wouldn't you? This is about building. It's about sharing. It's about helping people grow. It's about helping people build business, build ministry, build movement, do whatever they're trying to do, but do it better. So why wouldn't you share how people can work with you further, how they can go further with you? I know what I have coming up is going to make some millions for some of you. I know that what I have coming up is going to teach many of you how to up level, how to do better in your business, how to actually start having a successful income, a lucrative income. I know this, so why wouldn't I want to share this with you? I mean, it's going to cost your gifts that you have been kind of known by 10 people to be known by thousands of people. So I want the room to be excited about that with you. I want the room to talk about that. Now listen, I am still modeling for you. I want you to listen to this. You must take notes, and you're going to have to listen to this when I send out the replay. It'll be a couple of days and I will send out the replay. You're going to need to listen to this over and over again and pick up. And I know you're taking notes, but you're missing some stuff because I'm saying a lot. I'm giving you a lot, and I'm modeling also at the same time. So you want room to be excited with who you're talking to, with who is on the call with you, around what you are talking about, what you are modeling, what you are sharing. And I don't want to pretend that it's not there. I really believe that you want to feel just as convicted about what you're bringing to the world and what you're going to offer and what you're going to sell. You want to be just as convinced that this is for you. So I'm modeling for you how you make that happen. You are giving this call free. I'm giving this call to you for free. I'm training you and teaching you things that I teach my clients who pay me to teach them this. And nobody forces anybody to register. We encourage you, but you are not forced. So I want you to be excited about what is coming, what I have just for you. So that's positioning. That's a bit about positioning. Now, I want to, as I promised, share with you my how to host your own telesystem or webinar teleseries that is coming up. So it's how I'm showing you how you're going to work further with me, how you can go further with me. So it's going to work. It's going to start rather in a couple of weeks. Actually, my date to start the teleseries is Tuesday, February 19th. I'm going to lead a 5-week live teleclass that's going to walk you through how to take this preview call and actually use it in a full telesystem launch. You can be walking with me during this 5 weeks to actually launch something of your own. And again, if you don't have anything, you don't, all you have is an idea, that's fine, because I'm going to walk you through and you're going to be able to launch your idea. You don't need a product to do that. You can literally just use an idea. Something you've been thinking about talking about, something you may have been working on as a topic, and you'd like to use it, you'd like to sell it, you'd like to monetize, you'd like to use it to start to build your ministry group. You'd like to start to build and get people coming into your ministry. So I'm going to walk you through how to set up a preview call and turn it into a full series. And for the entrepreneur that is on the call right now, I'm going to teach you that, and you can model that and walk through that with me, and you can sell it for a price. And my suggested price, if you're just starting out with doing something like this, a teleseminar, a teleseries, teletraining, something like that, your starting price can be $397, $497, and if that scares you a little bit, you can do it for $297. But I want to get you started. I want you to get started, and the beauty is that you can actually use this class with me to create your first information product, because if you record the teleclass, you have everything you need to get your first information product done, and you can actually see it in just a few minutes time. I'm actually going to include a bonus for the first 10 people who register tonight for my upcoming Tele series. I'm going to give as a bonus, I'm going to show you how to turn your teleclass into your first information product. That's an added bonus. What we're going to cover content-wise. I'm going to show you how to craft your offer, how to design your offer so that it is truly an offer that is irresistible to people, and the things you need to ask yourself before you design a whole series. That's a part of the bonus, and what really motivates people to buy, how to make your offer in the industry, we call it hooky. How to make it hooky and irresistible. How do you use payment plans and pricings and all of those kind of questions that you have? How do you set it up? How do you put it in a format that's going to be something that is marketable and that people will want? Then we're going to get into the actual preview call. I'm going to dig deeper into that. So we've covered some amazing things today with the formulas, and I've given you a lot of stuff on this call, but there's actually more to it that I'd like to have time to really teach you. And also, for example, there is a couple of models that you can overlay, and one is called the full dish model and one is called the sampler, and they're really the difference between whether you're going to go very deep into a subject, that is the full dish, and then structure the setup for the entrepreneur that you can sell the rest, or you're going to give kind of a sampler as many parts, that has many parts from your what you're going to offer. You're going to sample different parts of it. I want to show you how to do all of that. I'll show you how to do that. I'll show you how to motivate your target audience to take action now. And I really want to say a lot more about making a smooth transition from your talk, from your preview call, to your offer, because that's the one thing that people have difficulty doing and struggle doing that. So how do I get people over to my sales page? How do I get people over to my opt-in? How do I get people to sign up for the study? How do I get people to sign up for the seminar that I'm doing? I'm doing a seminar, I'm doing a workshop. How do I use my preview call to get registrants, to get people to sign up? It's kind of like what you would do in a live setting if you had an order form at the end. You know how you go to seminars and retreats and things, and they give you an order form to order the CDs and the cassettes and things like that. It's how do I transition to that? I want to show you a lot of ways to get people over to your table, into your community. And then I want to share with you how things that are going to talk about how do I really put my offer together? How do I invite people to come in? So I'm going to show you, whether you have a list or not, how to get people to listen to your call. You may not start out with 1,000 people, but you can start out with lots of people on your call. So those are actually bonuses that I am offering when you sign up, register for the 5-part Tele series that I am starting on February 19th that I'm going to do. Now, I'm also going to show you how to, after you have done your preview call, after you've had some people signing up, I'm going to show you how to get the rest of the people because when people register for your preview call, everybody will not show up. Everybody will not be on the call, but you will have their email address and you will be able to continue to market them. And I want to set your mind at ease. It's not like bothering them because they registered for the call. So you are further encouraging them and pushing them to come on in. Why? Not because you want to sell them, but because you want to serve them. You want to get them to the place where they are getting the results that they want because they signed up for the call. And really, it's a marketing formula that I use. I'm going to show you how to take people from your teleseminar series or whatever it is that you are offering during your series. I'm going to show you how to upsell. I'm going to show you how to cross-sell. Upsell is terminology to bring them to a larger high ticket something that you offer or that you do. The best part of the strategies that I use, I'm going to share with you. I'm going to give you templates and email templates, a lot of instruction. I'm going to share with you the contracts that you use. I'm going to share with you the language that you use. And speaking of the entrepreneur, but for other businesses and other things that you do, I'm going to show you how to get people connected to you, tied to you based on what you put out as far as marketing and how you get them into your community. So I'm going to share a lot with you. I'm going to give you all of that, and the teleseries is going to be 5 weeks, and in the teleseries I'm going to dive deep into some of the things that I'm offering you as a bonus that I'm going to give you a little insight in, but I'm going to dive deep into preparing your call. What is your offer? How do I set it up? What are some of the ways that I get what we like to call butts in seats? How do I get people on the call? I'm going to share a whole lot with you in the complete system that I have for this. You're getting a taste tonight. It is, I'm giving you a little bit, and I only started out with positioning portion of it. From positioning, there is also how do you leverage yourself? How do you develop your brand? How do you develop your system that you will take people through in your series that you are offering? How do you develop your Bible studies for ministries that are here? How do you develop them so that they are in series format and you have people engaged and excited about what you are teaching them, what they're learning from you? How do I engage my staff in in this type of environment? How do I train them? How do I teach them? What do I offer to get them excited about joining me in this teleseminar, this telesummit, teleseries? So it's a lot that I am offering you. And for again, the first 10 who register tonight for the upcoming, I'm giving you those bonuses. And my teleseminar series, much of what I do, it is so full of information, insight, things that you are not familiar with when it comes to marketing, when it comes to training, when it comes to teaching you how to be successful in what you do. The full investment is $19.97. That's the full investment. But for the first 10 who sign up, in addition to the bonuses, for the first 10 of you who register tonight, dropping $500 off of that, and your investment is going to be $14.97. But it's going to be for the first 10 that register. I won't even say tonight. It's just for the first 10 that register. Once I get to 10, then the bonuses are gone. They are no more. And I am sending you to, from here, in order to register, it's going to be posted. Once we end this call, I'm going to post on my social media pages. I'm going to email it out to those of you who are on my email list, how you can partake in this, how you can register, how you can go further with me. So I have modeled, I think I've done a good job of modeling for you how to host and how to get started hosting your own teleseminar system. Now, I'm also going to share with you, for being on the call, I'm going to open up my Rolodex for you, and I'm going to share some of the systems that I use in order to facilitate these types of calls. So when I send out the replay, it's going to be a couple of days, send out the replay. I'm also going to give to you as a gift some of the systems and the resources that I use and that you can use to implement your calls as well. But I really am excited about those of you who are going to and want to go further and really get into the deep dish, the full dish of this particular training. There's so many more parts to it that I want to teach you and share with you that we do not have the time to do that on a call like this. It is a preview call. I want you to see some of the areas that I can help you. So I'm excited to work with you. I'm so excited and honored that you took the time to be with me tonight, to join me here. I'm really excited about that. I'm looking forward to working with many of you. Looking forward to being a help to you and assistance in what are some of the things that you're doing and what you want to build and how you want to develop yourself going forward. No matter what you do, as I said at the beginning of the call, this is not just for those in business. While it is geared towards those in business, it's not strictly for business. This works no matter what you do, no matter what industry you are in. No matter what your niche is, it works. If you are an organizer, if you are a teacher, if you are a ministry leader, if you are into health and fitness, if you sell jewelry, if you sell phones, you want to get into that business, you want to get into selling phone cases, you are getting into t-shirts and you want to get into clothing, doing a line of clothing, or you have makeup that you do. I want to teach you how to enlarge what you do, how to enlarge your reach, how to enlarge your business funnel, and how to do what you love doing on a larger scale. And for the entrepreneur, how to make good money doing it. It is a proven system. It is predictable. And I'm going to help you make it happen. But I'm going to really help you make it happen if you make the investment to join me for the 5 weeks. I look forward to that, to helping you and walking you through. You can actually be setting up your Tele series system as we walk through the training. So look on my social media pages, check your your email, and look for the rest that I am sending you. I want to thank you again for joining me. You have access to me. If you follow me, I would love for you to follow me on Facebook. It is at Beverly M. Vaughn, BeverleyM, like Mary, and then my last name, Vaughn. You can follow me on Twitter, the same handle, at Beverly M. Vaughn. I am on Instagram as Bev Vaughn, and I'm just easy to find. If you Google me, you will find me. So I look forward to working further with you. Have a great night, and look for the replay in your email in the next couple of days. And I have also a special recording that I am sharing with you that gives you a little more insight into setting up your preview call. It's a little extra bonus that I have for you for being on the call tonight. So make it a great night, and I will talk with you again soon.